Hello, I believe I'm on. Should be starting. I forgot to start Twitch here, but let's go ahead and start Dragon Age at the same time. I'll go here and start Twitch on my phone. Hey, it just notified me that I went live. Okay. Launching the stream manager. Hello, welcome. This is Dragon Age and Writing part. I think we're at 23. I'll have to check after the thing, but anyways, there we are. If you're just joining me today, I don't know why you'd be joining right in the middle of the stream like this at 23, but maybe you are. Maybe this is the most recent one, and you just looked at the most recent one. Whatever the reason is. You'll find a lot of rambling here. Like this, I am Pat Luther. I'm a science fiction and fantasy author, and I am playing Dragon Age and talking about the writing therein. So I'm a writer, so I'm talking about writing, and that's what I do. That's pretty much it for the stream. So if you're joining us on YouTube, welcome. If you're watching me live, hello and welcome also. See, we had just recently left the Brazilian forest. So I believe when we last left off, we were back at camp. Oh, also, tonight's going to be a little short because I am in... why is it short? Because I have a meeting today at 7. And somebody's dancing there in the background. I'm not sure what that's all about. Who is that? That's Wynn. Okay. Maybe I'll go talk to her. Yes, so I'm in camp and I was about to talk to everybody. And that's one of the things I want to mention here. This is one part of the game that does not translate really well to a novel. Sorry. So in a novel, of course, all these conversations that I'm about to have would be a little more organic than this, rather than we go out and do things, then we come back to camp to talk. All these conversations would be happening along the ways, and there'd be interrupted a lot more. And of course, the dialogue would be written completely differently, because it'd be written more like dialogue rather than an interrogation, like game conversations tend to be. And I'll demonstrate.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
Yeah. Yeah, Logain will get what's coming to him, I promise you. I know that's not what he's talking about, but I'll go ahead and pretend it is.
No, I know
seems
that.
the kind of
That's
thing
not
Janella
what I'm
would say.
talking about. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only, I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But, after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Oh. Have you contacted her?
No. I thought about writing her, but I never did. And then we were called down to Ostagar, and I never got the chance. She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
Yeah, what are you expecting she will do? So Janelle's a little skeptical, but she's also big on the bonds of family, right? If you recall, she grew up in the Alien Edge, very close to both, lots of people. She had cousins and aunts and uncles and her father, everybody around her. So she's not this young loner who doesn't understand the concept of family. And so when Alistair here wants to try to reconnect with the only family he has, yeah, she'd definitely be all for that. So in fact, I'm gonna skip. No, I'll ask her I'll ask him the question though. What are you expecting she will do?
I'm not sure. I don't know anything about her except her name and where she lives. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Hey, and he approves. Also, in case you are just joining us and missed us, Janella is my character here, who's a elf from the Alien Age, and currently dressed in, I don't remember where I got that outfit. Okay. So that's Alistair. Let's see who else wants to talk to. I haven't talked to my dog since I got to camp. Let's do that. Oh, hello, dog meat. Yes, definitely pet the dog. Good dog. Okay. And then we have Zevran.
I've a question, if I
He
may.
has questions too. You may not. No, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well.
Okay.
My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
Oh, ooh. Well, this would be an interesting. Let's see. What would you say? Is this after I ravish you in celebration? That doesn't sound like a Janelle thing. Well, kind of. Why would I have anything to do with you? Yeah, that's definitely not a Janelle answer. Does your oath expire then?
Not precisely. I said I would serve you until you saw fit to release me.
Right.
One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
You know, I don't know. I was almost gonna say I will not hold you to any oath, but then we've got the blight, and as Grey Warden, she is trying to take this seriously, which is stop the blight because she's the only one who can, right? Her and Alistair. So yeah, am I wrong? Not at all. Yeah, no, you definitely could go if you wanted to. I'm gonna tease him a bit first, though. There's always a use or two for a handsome elf.
I'm sure I could come up with a few more if pressed. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For
Yeah.
now, we have much to do, yes?
Oh, he approved of that. +4, excellent. I don't know why I care about that. Some of these people are going to approve of me, some aren't. I don't know what's going on with Wynn over there. She's casting a spell, dancing, flailing at invisible creatures. I don't know. Okay. I'll talk to her next. After Liliana, I mean.
I was just thinking about what happened to the elves, and I'm reminded of a song sung to me many years ago. It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear death or hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free.
I'm just noticing some of the armor here. Liliana's got these, I guess, buckles or straps or whatever that just kind of come in, don't seem to have any purpose. And mine, of course, has all the huge cleavage and whatever parts that are not terribly covering. But anyways, let's see. Chantry says, yeah, that it's comforting. No, I take no comfort in the Chantry. So I'm not going to say it's comforting or going to talk about the Chantry. I'm just going to say I, for one, am in no hurry to let my spirit fly free.
It's a beautiful sentiment, I think. One that brings peace and hope to the grieving.
Yeah. Jamila's not a fan of that kind of thing. This one. that's the same actress singing. It doesn't sound like it. I love the cinematics here. Talk about that in a minute. Got cool looking sword. Okay. Yay. So we had a song. And as you notice, the game basically stopped while she sang. But it didn't really. So it cut to all of the characters and showed the reactions, which is great. I love that. So again, if I was writing this in a novel, and I have put songs in books, so there's a few different opinions. There's lots of different opinions about putting a song in a novel. A lot of people will skip over it. They hate the you print lyrics there. They're just gonna skip that whole thing and go to the end and go to the next chapter or whatever. So people will caution against having it contain crucial plot information. But being something interesting, because a lot of people do like them, so don't just skip them. So if you don't want to write it, they're hard to write too. I put one complete song into Yagmar in chapter 18, which a friend of mine is now writing music for, which is awesome. I can't wait to release that, but or until he releases it, and then I'll link to it, because of course he's writing all the music, so it's going to be totally his thing. But I will definitely link to it and probably send it to my Patreons and all that. Let's see, or host it on my Patreon, and it'll probably also be hosted on YouTube and his, whatever, SoundCloud is it? That you host things like that on these days? I don't even remember. But anyways, so yes, putting a song in the middle of it. Now, there's two ways they could do that with all the reactions. Is you could, have a couple stanzas of the song and then, mention how people react. Or you probably don't want to go through every one step by step like that, because that can get kind of boring and repetitive. But you could mention things like how half the camp stopped and listened, how Morrigan continued with her gardening or whatever it was she was doing over there. Sten just rolled his eyes and grumbled something about this human nonsense, or Thetis, not Thetis, Ferelden nonsense, because we're Fereldans. Yeah, or something. So that's what I would do. It's what I would do with that if I wanted to show the reactions of people is intersperse it with the lyrics, which I did actually in Yagmar. Only one person reacted. I just showed one of the reactions because I thought it was funny. Just had a little short, brief, quippy conversation between a couple of the characters, directly addressing the lyrics. But that's it. There's an emissary laying down over there. He's sleeping. That's cool. In fact, is that who these people are? Lieutenant Cal? Oh, these are the emissaries from the people I've made contact with already. Because I'm building an alliance, and so every time I make an alliance with a new group of people, they send them to me. So that's the I don't remember who's who. It was probably the... Well, we'll go talk to him in a few minutes, I guess. Okay, I'm going to see what's up with Wynn. Is that a bottle? I like how whoever's bedroll this is has a little bottle of wine next to it. It must be Stan. I think he'd be the only one who sleeps out in the open instead of inside a tent like the rest of us.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
No. Oh, whoa. Well, there was Connor.
Ah, yes, Connor, of course.
Oh no, we didn't kill him.
The first
We
time
killed
I saw
his
an
mother.
abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
Seeing the monster that you could be is unsettling, yes.
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is
That
no
would suck.
turning back. Or at least that's what they say.
That does sound scary. You have doubts?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
We did cure Connor. I mean... when we change when it's not an abomination now. Can't let it be simply because they might get better. No, I mean, we did cure Connor. This is... So I don't like that that's not an option. You know, she's wondering, can an abomination be cured? Well, yes, we know this because we did it. All you have to do is send a mage into the Fade bodily and confront the demon and slay it. Easy. So maybe not that easy. It requires, you know, blood magic to do. And there's no guarantee it'll work even then. But still, there you go. Imagine if you had a group of mages, they could maybe do it, and a group of people to donate blood. They wouldn't have to take all of it from one person. In fact, I'm not sure why we didn't do it there. I mean, in the castle, you know, there's a lot of guards and other people around. Yeah, well, whatever. Maybe it's something about the magic; it can only be taken from one person or something. But anyways, it can be done, and with more research, maybe we could be done a little more safely. But why do you care so much about this anyway? So
Because every mage lives with this threat. It is constantly on our minds. Do not trouble yourself, though. This is only an old lady giving voice to her musings.
Yeah. So all those things are how I would handle that conversation, right? I would put that... Well, first of all, I'd put the pointing out that we did do it, so we know it's possible. It was before she joined us, but still. But I would also then, you know, talk about how dangerous it was and why we should do it again, and talk about how maybe it could be made safer. So all of those things should be new information in this world now, based on our actions. So that's one of the things you really want to think about when constructing the story in any medium, is if you take actions and you do a certain thing, that's something that exists now, right? You've got a magic wand that solved a problem. Well, why didn't you have that wand earlier? And later, when the same kind of problem shows up, why don't you use it then? Maybe you do, which is good. So there's a lot of that. And you'll see that a lot in movies. And people complain about movies saying, why didn't they do this then? So let's talk to these emissaries. Sorry, Mr. Karen, we're going to have to wake you up.
You witnessed the rarest of things,
Hey.
Warden. The Dalish stand ready to defend Ferelden.
Do you need anything?
We have assembled on a short schedule. Certain factors of equipment could be better. Crafting components would serve best. Basic ones like elf root and deep mushroom.
Okay. And he goes right back to sleep. Bonk. I know, it's just always drawn. It's just funny. Um, so, okay, we'll do that. These are the ally supply crates.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
I got both the Circle and the Templars because I solved the problem with the Circle. They will work together.
The sincerity of your cause has drawn them together under a common banner.
Hooray for me.
It would not have happened otherwise.
Okay, this is good. Now, notice I did not ask Emissary Charon here about, are you sure the elves are ready? Because I didn't want to seem to distrust the elves. The Mage Templar Alliance is surprising enough that I did have a little bit of a distrust that I was not reticent to display. Okay, Lieutenant Cadrian, I gotta talk to him.
On your order, Grey Warden.
This will be different from guarding the Arl. Yeah, I'm sure he's aware of that. So I'm gonna ask him again. Do you need anything?
The Jarl was generous, but rushed. Certain areas could see improvement. We're a mercenary force, Warden. Much of our equipment is self-financed. Were you to commit additional funds, we'd upgrade as we saw the need.
Okay, so he wants money. He wants crafted components. He wants something else. Okay. Speaking of which, do I have... Did I sell all my stuff already? Yes, I sold all the surplus equipment last turn. So I have 400 gold pieces now, which seems a lot. So I can give some of these things away to people. Let's dump some of this in here. Turning crafting materials for the Dalish. Ooh. All metal shards, yeah, we don't need those. Might as well go ahead and turn in everything. I've got elf fruits are used for healing potions, but I'm sure I'll find more. Did I already do that? Give all elf fruits? Okay, I guess it already said elf fruits. So I'll go for deep mushrooms. Materials and death roots. Interesting. It keeps. I don't know if I actually turned in any health fruits. Let's see. But I think that's all of the crafting materials. So.
Generous as always,
Oops.
Warden.
And I'll give some coins for. If I can. Okay, here we go. Turn in coordinates for Arleman's Knights. Silver, 2 silver. Yeah, let's give 30 sovereigns. I mean, I've got 400. In fact, I might do that a few times. 30, 60. 90. 120 sovereigns, that should be enough.
You'll have the best equipped force since, well, ever.
Excellent. Hey, I'm leveling up too. Let's give me some extra dexterity and some extra cunning and maybe some extra hit points. Ooh. And a specialization. Do I want to be a ranger, a bard, assassin, or a duelist? Could do duelist. Oh, I think I already am duelist. So I need to have an assassin, but it's not unlocked. So I think I have to talk to Zephyrin to do that. So I'll wait till I unlock it. Evasion. Rogue gains an almost preternatural ability to sense and avoid danger. Its passive ability, 1 in 5 chance of evading any physical attacks, including being stunned and knocked down. That sounds great. So, duelist gives me a few things. That's It's a mode. I don't really like the sustained modes because they use up stamina quickly. That's cool. From defense. This is a bonus defense. That's so some of these are kind of cool. But let's see about focusing on finishing my dual weapon thing. So momentum is the mode, but it leads to whirlwind, which lets me strike out at all surrounding enemies with both weapons. So that's kind of cool. Cool. And Punisher. It's a mode again, activated mode. Oh no, that's the same. That's just an option. Okay. Makes 3 blows against the target, dealing normal damage for the first 2 strikes and doing a critical hit with the final blow. So that sounds good. We can do that. That'll go along with the this thing that I put in number 5, Flurry. So I'll put that probably in slot 6 once I get to it. Cripple could be a useful one too. I'll put that at 9. There we go. And go. There's the sustained mode. Yeah. But then I just wanted to keep that slot open for that other thing. Right? Because this is like all of it attacks, boom, 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 boom. And then this one is going to be 3 attacks, boom, 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 with a hard one in the middle. Okay, I've got a plan. Don't worry about it. That has nothing to do with writing. That's just how I like to lay out my things there. Okay. Talk to Sten.
You called.
Yes. I wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak then.
No. Oh, what do you mean about fiends in Saharon? I don't remember anything you said about fiends in Saharon. That may have been something you mentioned. So one little trick I use sometimes, if you've read my novels, you might have caught this, and other people have done it too. Since I assume people are not, like, especially Yellow Tape and Coffee, it's 720 something pages long, so, and some long chapters, so I assume people are going to read it over a long period of time, so they may not, remember everything from an earlier chapter that's mentioned later. So I would actually say, so about that thing you mentioned earlier about fiends in Saharon, right? And that will cue in the reader that this was a thing he mentioned earlier, in case they don't remember that. Like if it was 3 or 4 chapters ago, a lot of people just won't remember what you're talking about. So it's good to put into the novel subtle reminders, or less subtle in that case. But I might try to weave it in a little more subtle than that. But it's good to put in those reminders of the things that were already discussed, or things that happened, or who individual people were, because especially a name, most readers never remember names. One of the best, it was actually DMing advice, but it works really well as writing advice, is, to you he is Glubbeldorf the Great, the defender of the realm, and the slayer of the dragon, and the, the creator of the barbarian tribes, or whatever. It's got a long list of titles, long history, but to your players, he'll always be known as that wizard guy. And the same is true for the novels, right? There's a lot of times, unless the person keeps recurring and is a major character, a lot of readers aren't going to remember all that stuff you told them about him, or care, and nor should they, really. So it's good to, again, bring up these reminders, especially mentioning the name when he comes up again. So, what did you mean about fiends in Saharon?
Ours wear the faces of men.
Are they like the Darkspawn then? Or do you mean they're abomination? That's cryptic. Yeah, I'm going to say that.
Darkspawn, abominations, plagues, and storms. Men are far more dangerous than these. One moment of betrayal can bring more ruin than an earthquake. You know this.
What did they do?
They are Tal Vashoth. They say they are Grey Ones. true in the knowledge of themselves. They are gaping holes where men used to be. Nothing can fill them.
What do they want?
I don't know. There was a village in the mountains of Saharan. Farmers. They grew cinnamon and nutmeg trees in perfectly ordered rows. There would always be one person waiting. A foreman, a harvester, rank didn't matter. Often they would say nothing. Simply watch as we worked to examine the empty house. Keep testing that theory. Warden, if I truly disliked
What?
you, I would leave. No. We always made a point of searching. Now and then a body would turn
What
up
was
in the
that?
river eaten by rain and crows. More often we found nothing. Even in the worst parts of the jungle, the villagers would send someone with us to see the tiniest piece of bone or cloth. Anything contained the possibility of their lost friend. Must we speak of this? We could be fighting something.
You're throwing about it up. All right, let's go.
As you wish.
I'll honor his wishes, and also, that was a little confusing. I think that was a bug in the program that added some extra dialogue that I didn't speak in there. And I think that's everybody. Oh, wait, Morrigan. I haven't talked to Morrigan yet. Let's see what she wants. She's just going to remind me of get that grimoire, I think. Or she's not going to be here. Ooh. Uh-oh. Did I do something to piss Morrigan off? Huh. I don't remember doing that. But apparently she's not here anymore. Maybe I should have, I don't know. Too late now. Like, is she even in my list anymore? Sten, Liliana, more. She's here. So, oh, that reminds me. Okay. I have all these, okay. One more thing before I leave camp. I've got all these gifts I want to get rid of. So let's go find the first one. Dressy's Grace. Small white wildflower. That sounds like something Liliana would like. So I can get rid of some of these things so that I can have more inventory.
Flowers? For me?
Oh, cutscene.
They smell lovely. And there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
That's cool. Plus 13. Oh my god. That's a skill acquired. Oh, Major Cunning. Inspired by your leadership, this party member has gained a major bonus of cunning. Now that's cool. That's how cool I am with my gift giving. Let's see what else I can do. Onyx Demon Statuette. Who would like that? That sounds something that Morrigan might like.
Interesting.
Or not. Silver Medallion. Yeah, maybe her too.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Yeah, she likes that. Fancy Scroll. Maybe Wynn would like that one. I haven't given her anything yet.
Oh, marvelous.
She did like it. Silver Brooch. We like a silver brooch. Not for 7. Never mind like a silver brooch. What do you think you'd like that? Let's see.
How nice.
Kinda. Legacy White Sheer. Single one of the spirit flavored as wow. Ethereum flavored what? Cash's books of sipping whiskey. Whiskey. Who wants whiskey? I wonder if Sten likes whiskey. Probably not. You can try it and see.
You have my thanks.
Kinda. So not a lot. It wasn't specifically for him. I know some gifts are favored by some people and some aren't, or something like that. Oxbone, I'm pretty sure I know who wants that. Hello Dog Meat, who's already picked out at 100% approval, but nobody else is going to want this. So there you go. Oof. Painted Skyball, is that a thing? Okay. That might be a Morrigan gift.
Interesting.
Or not. Dalish gloves. Oh, Severn, yeah, that's for him.
Gloves?
Oh,
You're giving me gloves? What for?
wow. I got a cutscene with it, even. I thought you might like them.
I did not mean to sound ungrateful. It is just... Wait, these are Dalish, are they not? My mother was Dalish, and had a pair very similar to these.
I know you
leather
said that
was less
earlier.
thick, and it had more embroidery, but these are very close, and quite handsome.
Oh, you're welcome.
Do I seem surprised? Perhaps I am. Still, I appreciate the fact that you even thought of me. No one has simply given me a gift before. Thank you.
Oh. Wow. This is over. It was +8. So he didn't like them as much as Liliana liked her thing. But hey, not bad. Okay, I think there's some more stuff still. More gifts. Kingmaker Shield. That goes to Alistair. Oops. Alright.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Really? And it's still here.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Okay, nothing's happening.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Okay, he doesn't care. Would have thought he would have liked it. And there's no Alistair approves. Okay. Well, whatever. That may be a bug, or it may just be I have no idea. Maybe I'll try again later. But let's see where else to go next. We've got 15 minutes before my meeting, so I'm gonna end a little bit earlier. Okay, so if I'm gonna go to Denerim next and look up Alistair's sister, I'll
Yes.
ring him. I want to be Morgan because I always want a mate with me. Which means, okay, so I got a fighter, a mage, and a rogue. Next person could be anybody, so I'll just bring Liliana.
Indeed.
Because, actually, I don't want to bring one of the people. Let's see, Sten was with me all over the last place. So yeah, let's take these three. Okay. So there's Brazilian outskirts, Brazilian ruins. So we've been to all those places. Been to Red Cliff. I think we solved here. I think the only major place we have left to solve is the Frostback Mountains, where the dwarves are. There is Van Loren's lands. We want to go there. These places we've already been to. Wow, we're actually, I think, more than halfway through the game. But let's go to Denerim and see about those quests there. But first, let's get sidetracked by a random encounter. Dark Spawn. Oh, that's a lot of them. But they fall quickly. It's that way, yes. I'm gonna, Oh, hello. You leave my wizard alone. Well, that was quite the sudden fight. And they all have stuff, so this is why I had 400 gold.
As you desire.
How much do I have now? 281. Because I gave 120 of it to somebody. Arl Denerim's armies,
Well, all right.
so they can upgrade their
As you
equipment
desire.
and serve me better. Huh. That's weird. Ooh, deep mushroom. Crafting components. Let's see. Anyone else? Is that everybody? Is this the way out? I got them all. I'll save here real quick. Oh, you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to level up all these people. So, in fact, it might be that's the last thing I do here. So, I'm going to level people up and then go. Stop being. Whatever. Okay. Wow, he's got a few levels to go. Let's give him a strength of 40. Give him a strength of 42 because I think there's a piece of equipment that needed that much strength. And some more willpower, and some more constitution. In fact, I'll drop his strength back to there so I can raise his constitution even more. And he's got one specialization, so I guess he already is Templar. I think Champion is probably a good one for him. Gives him +2 willpower, +1 cunning. He's a veteran warrior and confident leader in battle. Well, that's not Alistair, but whatever. He's got skill of arms, impressive enough to inspire allies. The champion can also intimidate and during mortalized foes. That sounds great. Each of the heroes you find commanding an army or plunging headlong into danger, somehow making it look easy. Okay, that sounds like an Alistair thing as he grows into his abilities and becomes a better leader. After all, we're going to make him the king. 12 cunning requires that for more combat tactics. I'm going to see if I can do that. Oh yeah, that's just one. Let's take one less willpower, one more cunning, and one more tactic slot, and then 14 cunning for the next one. Okay. Okay, champion. What's he got? War cry. Champion lets out a fearsome cry that gives nearby enemies a penalty to attack. With superiority, nearby enemies are also knocked down unless they pass a physical. Wow. Okay, so we can do that. Rally. Right, and superiority. Oh, that's with that's what with superiority means. Champion is so fearsome that Warcry now knocks nearby opponents off their feet. Yeah. Okay. Death blow. Each time the warrior fails an enemy at the end of the battle, restoring. Okay, I like that. Every time he kills somebody, he gets more stamina. And then he's got weapon and shield, which is fighting style, assault. Oh, yeah. Ability lets him strike somebody 4 times. And the damage. Okay, does he have shield mastery? No, he doesn't. Not yet. He needs 26 dexterity for that. Okay. So he's going to need more cunning and more dexterity. Well, for now, let's do this. So, oh, wow. Shield balance. Shield wall. Shield expertise. Okay, but he still can't get that. Okay. Shield balance. Let's see. Characters learned to compensate for the weight of shield and no longer suffers attack penalty while using shield defense. Ooh. That sounds good. That, or maybe some of these Templar abilities. Mental Fortress. Give large bonus to mental resistance. I do like that. Holy Smite. Oh, he has to be higher level to get Holy Smite. We'll do that. Let's give him Warcry. That sounds like a fun one. Knock people down, demoralize them, and so on. Okay. Next is Morrigan. Gonna give her more magic. 40 seems to be the things people like. Another Arcane Warrior. Blood Mage. Oh, not Blood yet unlocked. Darn. Okay. And only one of these. What new spell should I give her? Ooh. Animate Dead. Oh yeah, Walking Nightmare is one of the ones. Hostile targets are trapped in a waking nightmare. Oh, so it's an area. unless they pass a mental resistance check. They are randomly stunned, attack other enemies, or become the caster's ally for the duration of the effect. Enemies that are already asleep cannot... Ooh, yeah. Doing that. Take that on all our enemies. That's giving Morrigan spells based on creepiness. Oh, yes, look at that, I have it unlocked. Do I want to make her a ranger though, or an assassin? I think duelist. Oh no, that's only good with light precise attacks, ranger, pre-national. I think that's really only good with melee weapons, and she's an archer, so. I might try ranger if I can unlock it somehow. In the meantime, let's give her some more dexterity, and we'll move on cutting. And steal during combat even. Let's do that. Imagine finding somebody and stealing a sword. Ooh. And one of these as well. Let's give her some more archery talents. How about critical shot? Finding a chink. Finding a chink in the target's defenses. The archer fires an arrow that, if aimed correctly, automatically scores a critical hit and gains a bonus to armor penetration. The Master Archer talent increases the armor penetration bonus. And I think she already has Master Archer. She does, so let's do that. Alright. And on that note, I think, let's go to Denerim first.
Lovely.
And then well, yeah, I'm already heading there. And we're in Denerim. Okay. I'm going to end this here as we enter Denerim. There's a few things we're going to do here, but that will be next week. So again, on Sunday, I will not be here. I'm going to be traveling out of town one more time, which will be the last time for a while. And if you're anywhere near Mount Angel, Oregon, I'll be there for Oktoberfest, selling my books at the Niwa booth. So come look us up. If you're not anywhere near Mount Angel, you can still buy my books online or anywhere books are sold. It's Yellow Tape and Coffee and Thoughtless, depending on whether you like werewolves or asteroid miners better. So you can look both those up. All the links are in the description. And I will see you next Tuesday at 6, the usual time. So